How we doing? Impressive 0.00 hours washed. Yeah, it's just like it was deleted and reset 2 weeks ago. Alright, so, down to business. You ever start, touching a game just to, push things along and figure out what I'm going to do next? And then it ends up replacing Smelter with trains. That happened. That actually happened. 1 minute I was like, yeah, just figure out what I'm going to do. I was like, okay, I'll do the research servers, whatever they are, quantum computers, replace the research servers with quantum computers. Like, yeah, let's do that. I've already forgotten what the other thing was I was going to do. Oh yeah, I meant to reply about that. I was organizing the nuclear artillery as well. That was going. And then I was like, oh, I'm short on iron and copper, so I ended up replacing smelting. The entirety of it. So that's why there's 3 train unloads now. There's nothing particularly exciting about it. It's exactly as I've been doing the other one. So it's got a thingy telling it, well, except for this one. This one, it has a thingy, but it wasn't working. The wire wasn't connected. But these have thingies that tell the train to come, and so on and so forth. I'm trying to remember all the other things that I did along the way. That way there aren't any surprises. Oh, that was the other thing, while I think of it. I was going to do this. This is going to be an experiment. I'm going to replace all of the requester chests with buffer chests. We'll see what happens. It's either going to work, or it's going to fail horrendously. We shall see. Yes, I did actually never get back to you, Monsieur Lighty. I was preparing nuclear artillery shells for our visitor who is now staying forever, for it has been foretold. I think I expanded that a little bit. This was generally up and running, so I just sorted it out. I fixed the missing productivity modules that were in here, rebalanced the contents because there were no productivity modules in there. Fortunately, the copper was okay. But yeah, this is all running proper now. I added some pumps and pipes on the other side, but once this thing settles in, it doesn't actually, like, when the whole thing is fully fully empty and ready to go, it generates enormous dirty water and clean water. Well, it just has a huge surge of it basically. But when it's running normally, like, it doesn't run that hard to really justify thinking about the pipes too much more. Besides, the smelter doesn't run particularly fast anyway. I did change the design slightly as well. I changed it to medium begrudgingly. This was the thing that I was trying to avoid doing. I was really trying to avoid reducing the pressure substations down to these dirty medium poles, but I had to do it to get the second inserter going, which is unfortunately slightly slower, but that's the way it goes. Would like to get the faster inserters going. I also came up with an experiment for locking out the alternating thingies. It should work. I just need this to go down. That's why I pulled up that track there. So we should hopefully see one light on the top, I think, light up. If both light up, that means both are calling, and the bottom one is satisfaction. Train's actually responding to the call. How far am I from the compressed beacons? I needed that, and then I can start ticking off the endgame gear, like such as. And I just had this thing ticking over with this crap for now. Actually, I want that. Possibly some productivity. I'm not going to do productivity yet. I'm going to strategically be unproductive. Wait a minute. That doesn't sound right. Alright, let's go back to being productive. As I was saying, I want to get rid of these research servers. Like so. I would prefer not to tell you what bots. You can let the base bots deal with that. We can sit this one out. We don't need to pick up all the uranium that's inside the machines. Yeah. So that'll be the first item on the agenda. Is we'll replace these with these. It was stupid. I mean, it's what I do best, apparently. So 1 and 2. Probably be more than enough. I'm not sure, actually. We'll see. Find out when we get there. Alright, now we can have him on again. Everyone does that one. I'm tempted to go into the code and disable the whole radiation damage if there isn't a mod setting for it. It's kinda dumb. I don't really understand why it exists. Back, how you doing? That very abruptly stopped. Sapphire Knight. 200 bits. Thank you very much for that. How you doing? Just sliding on in, slapping down your bits. Wait a minute. That doesn't sound right. But thank you for the biddies anyway. Go there, you go there. Yes, so... Research server is... Not research server. Quantum computer. Purple... Yellow. Yeah, how you been? A lot of people haven't seen in a long time. Coming back. Because it is nice to be back. What is that glass for? What was the glass for? Been a minute? Yes, one or two. Because neither of these take glass. Oh, yes, I know. It was the other thing that was here. Never mind. Just sliding on in with the cruise control. That's fine. Blammo. Busy with work and deaths in the family. Oh, that's no good. Particularly having both at the same time. That's terrible news. I'm missing something. Yes, I am. Brain is just fully focused on getting this crap done. We're getting old? Yes, yes we are. Is that, no longer young. Also Hot Pocket. I'm slightly curious if it was parents or grandparents or something like that. I'm sort of alluding to parents and or grandparents. Oh, 52, so yeah, parents. Probably. If I was to guess. I think that's alright. Okay. And... it's wild, isn't it? It's also crazy seeing, well, it's not just computer hardware in particular, it's just all those sort of things that not that long ago, was everywhere, and like on Discord we're talking about that retro gaming PC, and it was a Pentium 4. Like, that stuff used to be everywhere. It used to be swimming in Pentium 4 gear. Upgrade planner. Crazy to think about. Still have a working one? It's actually kind of amazing to still have a working Pentium 4 at this point. I've had so many die just from motherboard failure. Failing components. Hello, BP Sound. Hey, you is. How do I get fuel? Man's fuel. Might have been heat buildup. Remember the Pentium 4s being the new hot stuff, both figuratively and literally. Cooling was inadequate. It was a bit of that, and Intel were also really pushing the envelope a bit. You actually reminded me now of I remember when I had an IT, when I was doing low-level IT work, walking into the room, and there was this PC sitting on the bench, and then it just got within a meter of it, 1 meter of it, and it was. And there was just this suddenly very hot sphere of air around it. And yeah, it turned out to be one of the 3.2 gigahertz, I think it was, Prescott's. These things were real. Those were the really, really hot ones. I think it was 3.2 or 3.1 gigahertz. Actually, it might have been more than that. But yeah, like there was this literal sphere of heat around it. It was unbelievable how hot it was. .15. Did they boost up, or is it still pre-boosting? I don't think they. No, I think that's too early for boosting or turboing or anything like that. It's just what frequency you have was what you got. No, it was just straight overclocking. That's right. Yeah, definitely pre-turbo. That's like that's i7 stuff, i-series stuff. Yeah. Pre-eco like downclocking. I'm pretty sure they Pentium 4s. Because I remember the video where someone was showing different CPUs. I think it was a Tom's Hardware video. It was a video which showed different hardware with the heat sinks being pulled off while it was playing Quake 3. And what I remember of that video where they did it to a Athlon XP, and the die just instantly went up in smoke. A Pentium 4 just throttled down to like 5 frames a second or something. Memory control the North Bridge? Yeah, they still had they didn't have the integrated memory controller yet. You remember that video? Yeah, they had like a Pentium 3 as well, I think. 2 FPS. Yeah, it slowed down to like nothing. Oh, you're just lacking in are you? You can fix that. That can more faster things up nicely. Suppose, how about we do half and half? I'm pretty sure it was like Pentium 3, Pentium 4, and then like an Athlon XP. Because the Athlon XP was just the bare die, for those who've never seen one. because that's also potentially a thing, is that people have never actually seen one. Yeah, it was just it was a circuit board exposed die epoxied. The die was soldered and soldered to that PCB with the PGA on the bottom, and then epoxied in place. And then there was just 4 rubber pads on each, one on each corner. I had an 1800. Oh, and a ceramic one. I had seen those, but they were typically it was the green PCB one, just like the Pentium 3, or the socket Pentium 3, that is, because the Pentium 3 was slot or socket. It's kind of a shame I don't have it anymore, but I did once upon a time have a Sempron, which was the budget CPU, but it was actually because I got it right at the end of the production cycle for the Athlon XP, like it was end of life. The die was actually an Athlon MP internally. It was just a downgraded one. So like, you pull up CPU Z and all the identifier stuff, and it just says Athlon MP, and like it was actually I don't remember what it was. I think it was a Sempron 2600 or something, 2800. No, 2800 was too high because this was cheap. This was a sub $100 PC. Working Pentium 1 running DOS 2, oldest one you have running. Fortunately, Pentiums are surprisingly robust. It's actually amazing that I remember in like 99 or 2000, so there used to be these swap meets around the city. They were the computer swap meets, and it was run like every 3rd Sunday of the month. And there was a vendor there that had a plastic tub. It was like one of those plastic tubs. I can't think what they are, but it was the size of like an A3 sheet of paper, and it was just full of assorted Pentium processors. And it was whatever you pick out of it, don't care, 50 cents each. Hot little chip, managed to find a Barton mobile with an unlock multiplier. Mmm. Do they have lock multipliers? Or is it the mobile one in particular? 2400 is the last. I do actually have a 3200 here, but I kind of don't want to plug it into that motherboard, so I'm kind of stuck. So for those who remember, I did a stream where I spent 4 hours trying to replace like 16 capacitors on a Athlon XP motherboard. That was a thing. That didn't go entirely as well as I'd hoped. But because I don't have another CPU to test it with, I don't want to plug that CPU back into it in case something goes wrong. But at the same time, I may have already damaged it anyway. So it's all for nothing either way. Oh, you're already done. I didn't even notice. That means we have access to the advanced tech card, which is a whole lot of Immersite gear wheels, which is inconvenient. So these new caps, and a CPU to put on it. Something that I've been looking at for a very long time, but I've never been able to find, is a Super Socket 7, because I have a K62 lying around that's itching for a motherboard. So is this thing... Yeah. One of these things is just fully backed it. Alright, you... slap that there. It's one of these damn things. Basically enough to do all the science I need. Alright, you need lithium batteries, electric motors, blank tech cards. I'm going to hazard a guess that some modules are getting made right now by the look of those bots flying overhead. I think it's safe to say that I really don't need that. To have the expectation that I would need more than one quantum computer is a bit unrealistic. K62480, no motherboard. I'm not sure what it is. I don't know if it's a thing here specifically, locally, but Super Socket 7 is always I've always found really rare. And saying that, I think I did actually have one previously, but it was a notorious PC chips one, so it was kind of terrible. Got it secondhand. Not secondhand, but I salvaged it from a PC that was being junked. And what did it have in it? It had a Cyrix in it. I was like, I couldn't find anything anywhere about the motherboard. This was like 15 years ago as well. It was like late 2000s when I did this. And, see what? God. Completely done. This is what I was afraid of the dark would fix. It doesn't fix, apparently. Oh, that's purple belt, right. I mean, buffer chests seem to be working fine. I genuinely don't remember why I never did it. Now I gotta go back to what I was rambling about. I've forgotten now. Where do I made in the furnace? Okay. I've forgotten about that. I thought, for some reason I had in my head that it was a crafted recipe, not a smelted recipe. Buffer chests will request the items like a requester chest. But buffer chests won't request from other buffer chests. Balloon light. That's the afraid of the dark stuff. Yeah, the thing that maybe I'll try that. I mean, it could potentially run into problems if you have requesters everywhere set to request from buffer chest. Then, if this is like a base like this, would potentially keep robbing these machines of items from the buffer chests. But that shouldn't, long term, it shouldn't affect things. Just keeps cycling on and off. That's one of the problems this thing has. It is a legitimate problem. I'm pretty sure Zenith did have a way to fix that, but I didn't understand it because his controller for his one was like 10 times more complicated than mine ever was. The buffer chests have to be set to request. Oh yeah, they are actually set to request. Because like you saw, they were actually requesting. Yeah, like that's got stuff there. No idea what that's requesting, but sure. What does it need? Ah, rare metals, okay. Place one smelter with another, apparently. Well, since I'm not really in the mood for adding more to that smelter up there, slap it down here then. What was it? It was a powder, wasn't it? Yeah, it was the powder. The powder. That's the word. Powder. Alright. Bring this back this or what? Bring it back over here somehow. So it can plug into rare metals. Where is rare metals? Over there. Actually, that's not too bad. I'm going to build on the path because I'm a heathen. And at this point, this path is not really... It's more of more exists as a guide than an absolute. comes the rare metals. Magic. Do I have an SPM goal? I'm aiming for about 5,000 science a minute, which is one purple belt worth. I think it's not the highest goal that I've ever gone for, but it's should be fun. 9, so it probably should be the close one, but oh well. Suggestion, that's the one. Why do I do these things at night where I can't think? Alright, let's see how good of a thing this can be. I don't remember how much I need. Your productivity already. I think the solution to any speed problems is to throw beacons at it. Seeing as I've got the power to run it now. And worst case scenario, just add more. Get fed to the bots. You need an inserter. There, you missed 30 minutes of. Ah, that's terrible. I have to start over again now. How did I get beacon aligned? I thought I... supposed to be beacon aligned? How dare you be beacon aligned? Beacon aligned is very bad. Well, it's not the end of the world. It's far from the end of the world, but it's not... It means you only get 3 instead of 4 effects. For a total of 6. There's the 2 in the machine counts. A shame. Long-handed one's the output side? That's a good question. I will be forever asking myself why they are there. For literally no reason. Go. It explains why last time I couldn't find the plate. Reflex put it there? Yeah, pretty much. Not got me mind on the job. I think there's a bunch of Immersite things not set from memory. I could be wrong. Looks like I'm wrong. Well, I have a solution for that. Let's make some Immersite recipes exist. Ooh, hang on. You like that. And you go like that. Go like that. Eh? 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 Walk in there. Eh? There we go. There's no real discernible pattern to it, but whatever works. Righty, we need Immersite gears. The Immersite gears. Additional pace settings is amazing. Savigor. Okay. Get rid of that for now. I'll get rid of that too. Set that to 500. In comes the plate. Out goes the gears. Just get immediately inserted into everything else. Beacon aligned is the definition of first world problems. It really is, isn't it? Oh, we're only at 500. Cool. 700 even. Something's crafting gears like crazy, apparently. Or it's entirely possible. When I say crafting, I mean it's just them being delivered to the network. Right, that should be some MSI gears. Nowhere near enough, but it's a start. This thing needs MSI gears. Gears and motors. So I'll just slap them all in the side. Suppose I can actually just do that. Seeing as I snatched a bot out of the sky, I better put it back. Bye bye, small plate from smelting. May you'll forever be out of stock. What? I think that might actually be a case of what's going on. I think I might have found out why I didn't do it. What's the deal with the cool shades? Ah, that's the Afraid of the Dark thingy. The hope was that next time nighttime comes around, I wanted to see what it does to nighttime, that thing. So I'll wait till nighttime comes around again. I'm pretty sure all of those gears are tied up trying to make purple belt, which it can't actually make yet. Because I don't want to change the thingy yet. Right, make even more then. I'm pretty sure they're tied up in there. 130... 128... I think there's some others over here. 80... 6... 200. Trying to make inserters. More here. Oh, actually, I think I have that recipe. Okay, it's starting to go dark. Fix this first. So, what are you, 4? Do I have 4 yet? Just 3, I'm sure. 3, the red one. 3. Do we have leggies 3? No. Have any of that? Probably not, because I haven't researched it, because it's advanced tech. Really, that's MSI gears, so I'll get rid of it. Yeah, so what I was hoping for was that the goggles, pop those on, lighten up that. So map view isn't pitch black, but I think Afraid of the Dark does tone it up a little bit. Same time, that's really not much better than the K2 does a better job. So I'm probably just going to remove Afraid of the Dark. Yeah, see, it's still dark here. It's this map view being dark that is bothering me. Oh, holy crap. That disappeared quick. Wow. Hmm. Ah. Or actually making things now. Excellent. Sure there's a mod for it? Probably is. Very likely. Okay, you can go in there. Oh yeah, you are going. Okay. Right there for a second. I'm gonna rearrange this a little bit too. Couple of that. So, not that there was anything wrong with the old arrangement, but there was something wrong with the old arrangement. Miss One Street, has that outpost gone already? Yes. That's actually impressive, that is. I mean, half the outpost was gone just by putting the mining drills down, admittedly. But yeah. I think that's going to lead into the next one a little bit sooner, which is automated outpost construction and destruction. Oop. I didn't actually want it there. Oh boy. Another one of these problems. So what I'm trying to do is shrink down the footprint. Six. This is... Yeah, 6 is the max. By the looks of that. I want to do that. I want, what I really, really want. I hate playing this game. The game of shove the thing in. Trying to make the thing fit. I only lose one that way. Might as well cram those back in. Gonna just put more facilities and building beacons. Oh, this one's so fast, it's sort of the other way around. I am also limited for space. I would like... trying to... Like, I can at best fit one more in, at least in this space. I mean, I could push it down slightly and that would help. I'm gonna do, in fact. In general, though, beaconing is better all round. These in particular do like beacons because they are so already such a high is it craft speed, and then they take a lot of beacons, which just amplifies it even more. Oh, take my construction bots back, thank you. Hello, AK, how you doing? I actually need to push these down too. So what's breaking today? Just sort of rearranging this. It's not really, admittedly, redoing this thing isn't really accomplishing anything, admittedly. But it's at least some procrastination towards building a bigger base. Load the bottom one coming in off the belt this side. I could probably, yeah, run it down the side. As I say, I'm not too fast. I think I need a way to recover the advance card too. Yes, I need that still. Do I even still have it in the paste buffer? Probably not, nope. It's all long gone now. Yellow and purple. Need MSI gears. And that lot's already got their delivery. Ah, there it is. Yeah, there was something missing somewhere. Right, good enough. I mean, it's only doing like 90 or something a minute, whatever it is. 120 now. That didn't really accomplish a lot. What can I come over here for? Not now. Oh yeah, I was gonna go shake my fist at MSI gears that are trapped, probably making purples now. Apparently there's 1.3 in the network. So I can just cheat and do that. I'm actually just kind of curious to see where they pick up from. Doesn't actually need to request tech cards anyway. It is fun to watch this thing go. It dispatches in the plate, sends off the gears. Oh, right. So tinkering with the research, so such that I can unlock that, unlock you, then I suppose I better unlock that. It's actually needed for that. Just the infinite tech, the final. Oh, the big bomb. You need, yeah, you need that as well. Get me. Ah, the meta stabilizer. I seem to remember that was quite the thing to do. Or what's the comparative cost? 12k versus, yeah, you can wait. You can. Also, the precious laser artillery. Lucas, how you doing? Was somewhere in here was the mining drill. The MSI gear can be. As soon as I see, I think it's the next row up. Yes, it is. A 4-day weekend. It is good times. It is. Mark 3 mining drill. It's not requesting those, so it should set. No. Go over to here. Yep, already on day 1 of the 4-day weekend. I mean, it can't request anything because we don't know what it is yet. Well, I do know what it is. I can look it up, but I don't want to. There we go. Yeah, it can't bring in the other stuff because it's tied up in requester chests. Not requester chests, buffer chests. So why can't it bring Mark II miners in? They should have plenty of those in the network. Yeah, 100 in the network. The hell even are they? Oh, I know where. Can't request from buffer chests. And there's a buffer chest of 100 miners right here. I actually don't need that chest anymore anyway. Same with this. I can't have this anymore. Not that I really need it anyway. So rid of all the low tier stuff. Just move it over to the final tier. Oh, I can't do that yet because I don't have it unlocked. Should just sort that out. Yep, now it's crafting. Excellent. Superior inserters are done. Start that up. Those are the pink ones, which is a filter inserter, long boy, and fast boy. That means we can get rid of not you. You switch it over to you. Switch over to that. I could probably switch over the green. Oh, green's kind of pointless actually. Day 1, you still woke up at 6:30. It's hard to break that circadian rhythm. Unless you completely clobber yourself. Is there a... Yeah, there is. Superior... No, that's superior long filter inserter. Superior filter inserter, but there's no superior stack filter. And stack size 1 plus 11. Oh, okay, it's inherent. Superior filter is... it is equivalent. For the longest time, that used to be a thing where... stabilizer charging station. For the longest time, missing the stack filter inserter was a thing. Matter plant. Matter plant. Laser artillery, laser artillery, laser artillery, rocket turret, rocket turret. Soon enough, soon enough. Nearly all of the recipes are set now, though. That's it, other than the Mark 3 and 4 power armor gear. Excellent. Things are rolling now. That isn't, though. Purple. I think... Yep. Something clogging its loader. Stray component got in its loader. There we go. A clog in the loader. Alright, how's this thing looking now? Got any light bulbs yet? 363, 133. I'm gonna just that. Hopefully 4133, they may not both request at the same time, but we can only hope for the best. Yivy, how you doing? Finish it? Just 10 more minutes. Give me 10 minutes and then I should be finished. What about this thing? This thing gained some beacons too along the way. Just touched it up a little bit. Because I need to reinforce... When I was doing the... sorting out the artillery, the nuclear artillery, this needed a bit of tweaking. Oh. I just realised that's full thingy-thinged. That was... whatever that was. Not already. There it is. These things. So, undergroundy. Purpley. Splittery. Splittery. Belterini. Is there any other victim things that are being highlighted? Volunteers that need whacking because they're highlighted. Underneathy. And with the gear requests. Pretty sure I did both because I do technically need both. Or maybe not them. Them. Or them. I think it's really just the undergrounds that are needed. I'll just update these a little bit. Go. Hi bots, bye bots. What were these? 90 items a second, that's plenty. Did I remove the loader from the combi? Yellow animal doesn't seem like the right English. Uh, might have, yes. Right. When you say might have, I think I actually did there. That's better. They're all lit up. And now they've given up. As I say, I do like how it just seeing it request each step down in the chain is always fun to watch. One of the things I like to see. See, like every now and then it just calls for a green one. Although that is because it's taking it away out of the network and then it puts it back in the network. Just like that. I wonder if it's possible to purposefully delay that signal. Just give it like a 60 tick delay or something. Outside of putting 60 combinators down, I'm not sure how to do that. Because it would probably help with that situation. What you could do is gate it to a clock, but then if it arrives within, like at the end of it, it'll still get through. So it's not a perfect solution. We're hot wiring it now. Now we're distracted hot wiring it. You know this is going to go well. Now if we just say each plus 0 output each plus 0 output each. Each signal outputs each. At 3, 6, 9, 12, D, 19. 4. Oh, that one's the wrong way around. There we go. This is so dumb. Connect you there and plug it into there. So now, each step should have a noticeable delay behind it. Yellow. Oh, just 100 of everything. This one's a bit weird because it needs that, which then needs 2, and then 2, and then 2. Kind of weird like that. I suppose the way to go is to add more of them. Pretty sure you've seen a Tom Scott video about this? Sounds like something you'd do. It's interesting, the red one's still at maximum. Same with the blue. 144 at 200. Looked up the stock market. Oh, yes. It's like 35 kilometers of fiber optic wire on a spool just to slow down the requests. Data from the combinator next to the subset. Yeah, that one there. That was semi-deliberate. I might re-add it. Because... So, if I do that... then they should be in equilibrium. In theory. In theory. In practice, probably not. It's not getting gears now. Why aren't you getting gears? Should be plenty of gears right here. That doesn't make them necessarily the fastest. It's not the fastest gear production in the universe, but it's gear production nonetheless. So it's pretty terrible. Take it from here. I won't find any immersite beams there, unfortunately. Probably actually get rid of all this. Not really being used anymore. Most of my logistics requests I don't really need anymore either. They don't go anywhere. Yeah, that doesn't do anything anymore. That line doesn't do anything. Take away that. I have a feeling most of this is going to disappear pretty soon. You're just shoving stuff on the ground. That seems inefficient. That goes nowhere. These cores... oh, they disappear somewhere. They probably don't actually go anywhere if I was to follow it. Yeah, I don't use those anymore. I think I'm using engines still, apparently. Not using them. I can go. Never discovered just half the base turns off. It's that great end game cleanup, isn't it? Yeah, power poles are... don't need those anymore because the ME does that. Right, the giant thing over there does it. Deal's done. We'll get rid of. Technically it doesn't need that either. Apparently that's still being used and that's still being used. Apparently. Yeah, there you go. Simplify the old starter area. Not much left of it now. I mean, even the science that was there is gone. Classic ME starts eating the starter base. Always happens that way, doesn't it? Always end up building this bot monstrosity that slowly consumes the starter base. It's like a workforce. It's a rite of passage with the workforce. Is to dismantle a base and feed it to a bigger base. How's this looking? Still at 100, 100. The purple ones are down to 47. So what is it? That one needs 2. So that one needs 4. So that one needs 8. So that one needs 16. That's a lot of production. If you was to make it in balance. realistically, the speed modules are probably more than enough. Scheme of things. Now that we've got the speed inserters too, this thing. Actually upgrade those to superior and upgrade you to superior. I might as well change all of them over. It's just easier on me to just change everything all at once. It's less work. I mean, it's going to be like a million inserters, but meh. How's that mining patch doing? Is it still... No, it's still 22k. Is it still actually mining? I still can't believe that that has disappeared. Like even... How was... What? Like slower. I guess I wasn't using copper for the longest time, so that's why it's got to survive for so long. But, god damn. It has chugged through them. These are converted as well. They probably happened when I was converting these. Converting these over to longer trains. Nothing particularly exciting. Now. Laser artillery turret already. Okay, start ticking off these things. I actually got these before, sooner than I thought I was going to get them. Mark 4. Does likey. And then the antibiotic capsule. I can't do any more yet. I need to think about how the matter transmuting works later on. Medium ore. It's all metals from. Oh, you can actually make rare metals. 14 matter. Oh no, there's a whole lot of subcategories. So you can actually turn oil into 100 crude oil into 10 plastic. Is that an efficient use of oil though? I suppose if you get the productivity high enough, it technically would be. Steel plate from matter, so 17 matter, so 5 iron in. Was that bit over 30 something iron into 35 or something iron into 10 steel? Doesn't take productivity as a balance. That makes sense. Yeah. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. So 5, 10, 15. So 3. So 30. 30. Yeah, 35 iron into 10 steel. What about plate? 10 into 10. Oh, it's actually not 10 into 10, but it's 15 into 10. So it's no different to smelting without enriching. Right, so we better take... let's see. Max consumption, matter, 50 mega... Yeah, matter plant. 25 mega... Yeah, those would work for efficiency. Very much so. How is power doing? Just down to a cool gigawatt. Singularity Labs really cranking it out though. Oh yeah, that one at the back's not going. Just a little light on these things. Presumably the battery production is just a little slow for what it's demanding. And I can double it, and then double it again. That wasn't actually doubling, that was tripling. But you get the picture. Oh, actually, that's not doing much, is it? Just realised that's the other end of this belt that I said that I couldn't be bothered looking at where it actually goes. Oh, and this one doesn't actually go anywhere either. I didn't even notice that the first time. I mean, realistically, this whole thing could probably be deconstructed. Like, before too long, the whole thing will get deconstructed. So it's not really worth me picking out builds. It's not worth my time. You built that yet? No. Built that yet? No. Planning on making these yet? Lack of gears. What's the state of this thing? 100 still. Gotta fix pipes. Wouldn't surprise me. There. There. Yeah, there was two. Hiding from me. Should hopefully have the sulfuric acid. Okay, you're getting the stuff and the junk. I mean, I might run short of lithium now. Means more of these things. This is the thing that I was trying to make externally, though. One of the things. This is me just sort of trying to avoid doing it. Alright, getting back on track. Let's leave that alone for now. Oh, hello, you're here. How fast they swing. 132. I think it's time to head up there and investigate. Mine train. Every time. It's leaving the connecting piece for last. Every time. I swear. It's another one of those things where I swear they do it on purpose. A rocket turret. Where was the laser artillery? Question. Have I already researched it? I think I've already researched it now. Yes, yes I have. Ah, Power Armor Mark 3 as well. Gonna need some of that. Trying to be YouTubers. This inserter in particular, the single output one, is the ones that I really like to be upgraded. The others don't matter so much. But effectively double the loading speed. 27 to... whatever double 27 is. 56. 55. It's actually 27.7 or 27.8 or something. So yeah, it probably is 56. Ah, it's too late at night for me to think. Probably shouldn't be standing near the track too. What are you down to? 30 and 23. Aha! So, we have both requests, but only one is working at the minute. So, One has negated the other. I was to place this track down. Think. Yep. So only one is getting satisfied. That again. There we go. Should be that one. Yep, Coke. Actually, technically, that's... Stop limit. Should be telling me the... I think that's the effect. Empty your cargo, anyway. Yeah, one regular steel chest was not going to hold one trainload of either, so I had to make it a medium chest. Unfortunately, it meant that I lost the loader, which meant slower unloading, which is kind of fine because there's still one inserter loading. I probably should have tweaked this thing, built a little bit, maybe expanded it. But as I say, this is a means to an end. The combinators, however, these do matter, because I'm going to use these later. So I want to get the circuit right. Speaking of, I need a green wire. Like with everything I do, green will be what's available, and red will be requests. There yet? Nearly. And then I think it might be time to make some crushes and things. It's chemical plant. And then think about doing some final builds. Finally. Up. Oh, the slower insert is okay. That makes sense. 5k. Under 4k. 3, 2, 1. And with any luck, that light will go to there. If this works. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. And yay! Well, actually both at the same time. So yeah, now the iron plate is being requested as the train pulls out. So as that train leaves, this train comes in. Excellent. Now you get to unload. Ooh. I'm happy now. That actually worked. Oh yeah, and there's the Coke train as well. And so it should do the same thing here. Once it cycles through. Righty. Oh yeah, I need to do something about that too. 92k. I might actually just extend the network down to it. Here I am trying to avoid doing things again. I think it might be time. One of the things I was thinking about doing as well, given that this has disappeared so quickly, is I need to make a outpost trash facility system. Possibly also auto supply. But we'll see how we do for that. I want to delete those. swing it back this way. And shove it in the network. Let the bots deal with it. However they deal with it. It's got so many different colours of thingies now. Right, what's it at? It's just finished. Completely satisfied. It's completely satisfied. Right then. Hey, it's so nice and slow now. It's all slowed down. Yeah. That is actually a lot slower than I thought it would be. Considering it's, oh, I suppose it's delayed by 24 ticks, but that's still 24 ticks? 32 ticks. Yeah, it's a bit over half a second for each one. I suppose it's plus all this crap. Okay. Just thinking where to put this thing. Yeah, it's the one I'm interested in. This lane here, that is. I'm going to give myself a bit more room. Fine. No, I won't. Fine. Fine. Alright, so I'm going to want a train stop. I already had one on my pocket, but that's fine. That's work. What symbolism do I want? And it's further proof that koala's proof that stretching is the best. Stretching and laying out. Sure. I chop the suppose I better give it some fuel too. So what I want is a train. Simple little train. Good condition. Recycle symbol somewhere. I was certain there was as well, but I don't know where it is. See it. As I mean, it's in part meant for entity ghosts anyway. Let's see. Spacing there seems a little weird. Oh no. Fine. I want to do a simplified one though. Combinator row. Ah, there it is. There we go. Right. of the modern ones as an example. Okay, so it just occurred to me, I wonder if it's possible to paste that into a combinator. That'd be nice. Oh, hang on. Before you go crazy, I did actually have one of these, a more sophisticated one, but I don't know where it's gone. But now I have to reinvent a new one. I'll make that 50. Not a lot to work with, but it's fine. Realistically also, would be purple. At this point, there's no reason not to use purple. Glitter. Yeah, I'm not going to do it that way, actually. Change of heart. Change of heart. Yeah, I'm going to want them to... there are many sites. But, I want to use someone else's. Da, da, da. I mean, there are actually sites that can type stuff in and generate combinators with too. 200, 50, well, why not? 50. Right, what else do we have? Say 50 medium poles. Medium poles. Stations. Poles. Could probably change it to 40 actually. There's less chance of it spilling over a stack. Use sites that use ChatGPT to make blueprints yet? Sounds like a challenge. Chests. Them. I think that actually, yeah, 10 will do. Yeah, 10. You have a little test poll. In contents. Enter train. Just spawn Skynet again. Okay. That up there. Spews out random strings. It doesn't understand blueprint strings. Ah. Okay. It's interesting that people have tried it though. Blindy, there, those things, those things. So we want to take each, multiply it by F1, output each. To negate what's in there. I want a U. No, U. There's another one that is very common. Each greater than 0 output 1. So any number greater than 0 will just be a 1. That would go U there. And so if I need a new row for combinators, I think. Yeah, we're on the right. Yes. There. And there. So they're all negated. Then they're all zeroed off. Kiddo, how you doing? I need the wire coming down from there. Greater than 0. Just to pluck the bot out of the sky too. I feel like I'm missing a step. So, yeah, they're negated. Combinators on your SE setup. Priority trains. What do we got here? Aha. Stuff going on there. Stuff, definitely. Interesting. So yeah, need one. Go back to there. Hole just to measure. Set requests. Production for poles? Or is more accurately, is it not set? Oh no, there they are. Testing 400. Oh. I told it to request 400. Would have guessed it. I put 50 in there. They're not pulling it out. Good. Oh, it is a superior inserter. Yep, you're outputting a 1. I'm missing something. I think I got the wrong way round. A year since I've done this. I think the answer was Greater than 1. Equal to 1. So, when I connect that to these inserters here, and say set filters, never mind. Actually, it should remove it once it appears. I put those in. Oh no, it's polluted the thing. There's a point where I need picadollies. Go there. That again. As you that is that. That. A little untidy. Set filters. That. It gets all tired out. Okay then. I'm having a hard time remembering this stuff. Used to make these all the time. You. Um. So you should be outputting. Yeah, you're requesting. It's negating everything this is telling it to send in. If this has enough, yeah, because this has 88 in there, so it gets turned into negative 88, and so that effectively subtracts it out of the signal and says it doesn't need anymore. Put that back in. Now it'll add that to the list of things to request. Time to go open an old save and give it a pick. I think that might be the way to go. This one should also be saying, don't, this is the list of things to remove. This is the list of also the list of things to remove. Unless the step that I'm missing is to negate those things. Yeah, that's it. It becomes that again. And so now it's purely calling for the foreign objects, which are the productivity modules. It wants to insert those right now. Oh, hang on, those are being rejected. Those were just instantly removed. Alright. Yeah. This one. I'm pretty sure this one's messy though. Oh, fish. Need to recover the fish. There it is there. What it's meant to do. the outpost, be one of these. Preferably one combination. Actually, I think that one was faulty. It had an issue with it. I think that was the better of the two. No, it isn't. That was the older one. Because it relies on... That one has to be built completely for it to work. Whereas this one has a direct insert. I think this was the good one. I think. I did this thing where sometimes it would go insane and try and dump all of the... all of the... Hopefully this isn't that one. But it tries to dump all of the resources randomly. No drummings? What is this? Is it even a real spellmaster? Or is the helmet so thick you didn't notice the drummings? How you doing anyway? Oh. I was like, it didn't preserve the name, but yeah, it doesn't matter. It didn't preserve the orders either, actually. Yeah, still 0. That's because I didn't copy the trains, actually, come to think of it. So much fun leaves chat. Well, if I could figure out this bot situation, that's tomorrow's job. It was meant to be today's, but I ended up not doing it today. Distracted. But that'll be tomorrow's job. Z greater than 0. Okay. 10 seconds of inactivity. Z greater than 0. Cool. Now just make that stuff better. We're also going to delete that, change it to that. Delete that, change it to that. Those are fine, those are fine. Oh, actually those don't matter because we're going to use belts. So it's, maybe not 400, maybe, yeah. Otherwise it'll be spinning back and forth a million in centuries. Fake humanoid, hello! Finally catching live? Ah, yeah, you normally are working. Hotspots, medium poles, some roboports. It's actually a good idea. Substation. Underground. Good idea. I mean, I already deleted the thingy that told me what it was. The medium chests. Quarters of the train's now effectively been filled up with crap. Yeah, you see that? This one's actually smart enough that it'll remove the excess as well. Push that off. We'll figure it out when we get there. And we got this one to put at the other end. Which I haven't set yet. Just mark it as that. Outpost. Alrighty. So in theory, where'd it go? Where, oh where? Probably down there. Or over there. It's getting close to biters though. Go down there. Has this been another streamer? They stream one of two times during the middle of the workday or during the middle of the night. Ah, jerks they are, aren't they? Ever being on when you want them to. It's actually the ultimate streams in general that inevitably a good chunk are going to miss out. Yes, how dare they? Slap that down. I'm going to find the correct length of a 416 4. It's like that. Slap it down. Or iron. Delete all that. Slap that there. Get rid of this one. I guess this one will be the last of the blue belt. Unless I forget and make more out of blue belt. The other thing I wanted was in the modular train stops. We also have this thing. Can swing out, we'll say there. Oh, there's actually a trash thing in this thing as well. That's actually a simple one though, not the fancy one that I'm trying to do. Is actually this whole pack siding thing is completely redundant now. This is predates originally predated the temporary train stop stuff. You needed that as well. So that tells it what to hang on to. Train limit A. What about the 10 seconds of inactivity? It's kind of important. 10 seconds. Then I can improve it with the better roboports and such. that radar going to work? Probably not, because it's going to be in the way. Chests. It's a minor detail. Actually got to slit it up a little bit further too. There you go. Probably should update this blueprint too. Eventually. Maybe not today. I never actually really tried this with belt mining outpost. Come to think of it, I've only ever done this with bot outposts. So I might have to rethink it maybe. Or I could just convert to bot outposts. I mean, there is the advanced robot stuff eventually. Advanced roboport. It just about works to push the dev. Ship it as an alpha, no one will know. It's interesting, and pretty much every outpost I've done has always worked out to be near around 8 belts. Every time. Oh, it just came and went. Okay then. Alrighty. Well, I guess it will be purple after all. No more blue. I better change this then. Make the embrace the purple belt life. I mean, I still can draw these with blue belt. No. Let's also change these over. That'd actually be quite interesting because these two of these loaders is 160, was it? 180 items a minute, which is way more than what any equivalent bot outpost can do. But at the same time, a belt outpost can't really do those kind of numbers anyway. Only a bot outpost could match it. That's going to be an interesting one to experiment with. Just send it on its way. Drop the upgrade over the top of the blueprint. I probably should have done that. I keep thinking I should really upgrade the blueprint. It was sort of what I was mumbling on about before, was I should just run the upgrade planner over it. And yet I don't do it. Out of here, stupid trees. Oh, it is actually also meant to be 16. Well, it would be if I had the builds to do it, but that's fine. I can just, bit of that, bit of that, and change over to purple eventually. If I didn't hate it, I would actually turn on the ghosting feature too. It's more annoying than useful though. I suppose it's fine at this point of the game. It's really annoying early game before you have bots. Just ghosting nothing. Ghosting for no reason. Loader alert? Uh-oh. What have I done to a loader now? There's an arrow pointing the wrong way, isn't there? Something's wrong though. Ah, there it is. Something ain't right though. Oh, there's another one. They should, yes. Oh, did I not? Didn't. Never actually put signals in. How about that? Middle? Still doesn't look right. Something ain't right. I can't see where it's gone wrong. There it is, yep. That's better. Alright, wire. Last little thing. Not getting any belts, is it? It's actually the best part is I can just trash things here. Oh, it's actually feeding me. Completely healed. Good, very busy. Camp for East. At a camp. Sounds fancy. One of the miners was out of power. It's probably missing a pole or something. Yeah. Took away one too many poles before. Oh, it'll get fixed eventually. Using blood? Sounds like quite the thing. Right, what is stopping you from making things? Low density structures, MSI gears. It's always MSI gears, isn't it? Am I importing? It's using requester. It's not going to bring any. It's not going to work if there's nothing being made to support it, though. Let's just make even more of them and overcome it. Yeah, I'll have to think about how effective it is if building the belt part is still fairly manual. Because this was originally intended for a bulk mining outpost, this system. So I'm actually set up for belt mining. Mainly because I don't normally do belt mining. Some wall. It is. I think that's part of the delay module causing that. Alright, let's swap these over. Oh, apparently it's nearly time to end already. Dang, time flies. Yeah, so because you can't know what a blueprint is requesting, I have to feed it everything the blueprint requires, regardless of whether or not it needs it. The end result is it has to collect everything that it thinks it needs. Like the train has to carry everything that it's going to possibly need. If you want it to only request this stuff, then it has to actually. You need a mod to do that, so it can request turn blueprint request into a circuit network signal. Had surgery last year and a hole was left. Had to heal from the inside. Oh, okay. And so that hole is just slowly been healing up all this time. Talking about unloading. So what it unloads is set by this combinator here, which happens to be the same as the one at the other end. No, because the Roboport won't tell you what the requests from the blueprint are. It'll only tell you what's in the network. And that's how this works already. So it just has a list of things that it wants to keep in the robo network here. And whenever anything falls under it, under this list, or there's trash to be picked up, it will send the train over. I need to upgrade those two and those. You don't have inserters. Now I remember what the inserters were for. What do I make the trash holes though? Are they buffers? Yes. Yes, they are. In theory, the stuff to build this part should be trashed anyway. Shouldn't be included. They developed holes in your intestines. Oh. Fix it. They found that through leakage it kills some abdominal tissue. And they cut it out. Oh, that is the way it is. I mean, this build is from... It's like a version 18 build. It predates a lot of stuff. But fundamentally, there's not been that many changes. Oh, Angel's already finished. That also means I need a way to get resources back in the network, though. Okay, well, let's seeing as though it's nearly time to end, let's go for a wander yonder. I think next time I need to start distributing fuel for nuclear trains. Actually, I think next time I need to start doing actual builds. Seeing as though we're starting to get the machine. I think, yeah, that's the last one, and I have everything now. Yeah, I got the advanced chemical plant, got the... it was three things. There it is, smelter, furnace. Can I... Apparently I can't set it to manual now. I can remove the track to stop it going anywhere though. Okay, you... Quest. That. Apparently I'm doing this now. Let's get rid of all the stupid symbols, I might be able to see it all properly. Yes, it is. So, I thought oh, there, yeah, okay. Okay then. Understandy now. I used to go there. Flips. There. Beep. There. There. Shift V, that's completely wrong. There we go, that should be right now. Just can't turn it off, apparently. I'm not allowed to turn off the train anymore. So yeah, what'll happen is the train will then now just build everything in the background. So what you can do is set up a whole bunch of these, paste down a blueprint. So the next step will be to make a blueprint of the actual loader part. Train is too automated. I think that's it. The whole thing's too far automated now. Yeah, so now you can just paste down the starter for it, and then the train will do the rest. It'll automatically do everything. Swallow up all that. Excellent. Making good progress. It is relatively chugging away. And then you get to rebuild this entire thing with the bigger assembly machines. Don't have any choo-choo clips? No, not really. Don't think I've ever done anything that exciting with a train. I'm too responsible. I think that's because I'm the one that has to fob off the insurance company when Bill starts manual driving. Right, you're going to make that, and that. You're going to make rocket turrets, which is still not in the list. We should fix that. Leggings 3, you are shield 4. Don't have. You are the turret apparently. Entirely sure why. Because I think that's meant to be laser turret, the personal laser defense. Oh yeah, you were 4. So where did the assembly machine go? Large robot. That yet? No. Which one's that one? Oh yes. Whoops. Oh. I didn't need 3 locos anyway. When was that? 5 years? Wow. I was going to say, that looks like a very old version of the game. And yeah, it's got the crap at the top that I don't have anymore. It's the old, oh, that's version 14 or 15. Because it's got the old pickaxe. What the hell happened there? Just trimmed the train was getting had an excessive growth spurt and it needed to be trimmed back down to size. This thing had advanced assembly machines and crap. I'm not seeing them. Just trim the tip off. Video. No comment. No comment. I think it's time to end. All right. uh. All right. Yeah, that'll do. We'll continue on next week. Hang on. When I'm continue doing stuff tomorrow. Yeah, Monday.